And San Fambra channel. The Venus said, you didn't come up on this wonderful platform. Said that we are and then so you didn't come up on the platform. And then come out, you know. Former Commercial Sunday Kotoko player, a brand your friend Albert Amoah. On this is Usina Kandema Ali Bengazi. A brand channel at Dim Komobi. And in Komodiano, I think they're straight to the supporters of my Kumasa and Kotoko fans are happy with how the team is being managed in terms of not keeping players and not buying quality players as they expected. The betting Komono na also what me said the seminal electricity our platform is so. You be rum and so a has to focus where near Kwakutin Komo has to focus where I've seen some content to be on House of Folk Facebook page and I think that I'm highly impressed with what House of Folk it's something that I encourage in teams to be doing. It fetches them money at the end of every single month to social media. So when I see clubs doing that, debating Komono and so it me oh everybody was red room all blacks and so akachi the warning Kesia Papa Bonti the mob coach and they expect Nyoma to turn against my friend House of Folk. House of Folk also say they are going to that game to make sure say also Egwako Vidi in and the Komo and so our platform is we and many more and Martinez Makabu Mede Brow and so our platform is so now also what me who said and 7 and so is but the first time here now was subscribe to the channel. No notification bell so said be updating about each and every single time on Sabekan what who said no man and so we see high Bernard GH. This is not a usual studio no, but because of where I am that I need to serve you tea and I'm just storing anybody. So you will not maybe get the sound as you always get from a studio no, but Fanasa Mame na evening command and so free Mahu House of Folk a year communication team no, and let me tell them say thumbs up. I've been hating on teams, on their social media, content and how we see anyone. And I think that when I see clubs doing that, I think that they have more to do, but they've started, and that is a good sign. That is something that, with me, like I said, they can definitely do it and make sure that they are getting the desired results. I've seen as a folk communication team, with Omu players around your friend Frank, Abura Duku, and Ali Mohammed doing interviews. And interview is on Omu game Omu boy against Kumasi and Kotoko, and their game they are going to play against Shredro All Blacks. Frank was the one that na obusa questions, and Ali was the one that na answer questions, and the questions that na Frank obusa was the lessons they took from the Kotoko game. You see, they lost against Kumasi and Kotoko in the Super Clash. So definitely they will need to learn one or two things from that game. Things on my in the year, things on my in the year and KB and getting Kundibeba and as I came from 2 Dimba. So na question a koso and Uti and someone Ali and no question say in teams now should just try as much as they can to find and I say get people that they know that they can talk well to the supporters. House of Folk team one person with me Kasanoa expressing who he a branch of Ali Mohammed. He's one that on him Kasapa from the days at Ash Gold, from Accra Lions, from Vision and now to House of Folk or Kasai. He's a good communicator and always he's thinking positively. He's talking about positive signs. So we're going to come up and saying that they've learned a lot from the Kotoko game and they are going to work towards changing certain things. And that game is against Shredro All Blacks. So they are going to make sure that whatever Anku Yamfamo in the game against Kumasi and Kotoko, they will be able to do things right against my friend here, Shredro All Blacks. And I think that is what the supporters want to hear. Now it's beyond that supporters wanting to hear coach's voice and yeah, no. These content and it's such a small content how we critique with players, and someone back. They are the main actors of the game. Yes, they are the main actors of the game. The players and Omjina Park and Super Bowl. So the supporters will want to hear from them. And I think that a good one. Now, if not a mandatory, you need to post a or pre-match interview, no post-match interviews near the and I think that is something that we need gadgets, we need Neoma to make Sadia very, very okay. But I think we must start now almost I think they a step in the right direction, and if they are to do more football, no, a quatra 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, Sanoma winning now, and I think that it's a good thing that Amoah. I want them to do more. I want to see more from Amoah, and I think that is a good one. Going through the comment sections, a lot of Hasselhoff fans talking about positive things and other things and also I think that is a good one. Yeah, more Hasselhoff communication team about so. It's been something that we have made it hard also because sometimes I mean who do but this time around I think that they deserve their flowers. I mean, more flowers, and so more. But Swedro All Black Supporters Union at the Krata Babontin. And I'm Krata on the Babontino is at the doorstep of a coach, a friend Ahmed Fati. They believe that the way things are going, how I will see Yenyoman, it's not helping to me, a friend of Swedro All Blacks. Their next games against Accra House of Folk. And he expect, and I said, they expect coach, to make sure that the maximum points are Swedro All Blacks in it's something that they are looking forward to. They want him to win the game. But there was issue with Ahmed Fati. Mate a lot of conversation from Swedro All Blacks camp, but it's something that Ahmed Fati can answer. Omo qualify for a year Premier League, many of them they are sidelining Omo. And I don't know. So Omo buy way better than Omo. No Omo do qualify any there. I don't have any issues with it. But if that is not the case, maybe because of personal reasons and something best known to him, pen commander be the DL camp, they seem to be someone. If you are in a coach, by beer or GDA say okwa, then we want that anytime you get opportunity to be in the Mad D squad. I just don't want to sound controversial. I don't want to sound anything. That is why we can't say the music can. But many of the players are complaining. Yes, players may bring a complaining. So supporters union, the crata about one thing, sending warning to coach. I think they need to go beyond sending warnings. There are issues that some of the players are not happy with the kind of treatment at Air Koso. And it's all because of the coach. Some players not being fit, but therefore someone but say players make a coach and say they are not fit. Any other Air Koso or Swedro All Blacks. So Swedro All Blacks team, they know what is good for them and they know what they can do to get results. Among 5 players now, among qualify, among personal. And I think that they are going to tell them 1 or 2 things that one can say or my dab. And I think that is something that they need to do. If they are able to do that, I think they will answer to my results or more because the way things are going was very well black. If care is not taken, they will go back. Yes, if care is not taken, they will go back. So they should make sure that supporters mean or more making sure that or more answering in for 18 because very all blacks was 7 points out of 9 games. 1 point per in a separate one. And it will be or that a 16 over 15. So they need to be careful. Or man, we are no more division 1 of your qualification, it will send them back. And so that is in Koma and also free over. A branch here friend Albert Amoah or immediate a year immediate and as or ex or immediate ex Kotoko player. To a few Kotoko man to cram by, so meet me a and I've seen a video of him. Now Odin Komo, I think that it was on some TikTok live be. And na Odin Komo. Na ninkomo di na Odino. Semwa oka Eritre Kumasa Sane Kotoko fans. I want you to listen to the video. Na TV will come and then share the that's what me about it was.
Yes, supporters no muri team no supporters na Emma team ni team. On the American. So if like say Kotoko supporters no more saying so only so make me ama Kotoko abe great pa there. Then seriously they have to. Hello.
Yeah.
Seriously, I say I saw one kasa a co stadium because a co stadium you remember team Niska. Uma team Niska. Team no scan obenya no de be ye nyoma o park no so e no de be hwe nkwala players no my comfortable and na enoma bi a maybe here was e bi say maybe facilities here team we wo no Kotoko bitime Kotoko land wo even your training grounds e bitime e bi bebre o we wo training grounds I think omo facilities no e bia building e wo no the same thing Kotoko bitime si ma sense but obviously ska.
Yeah.
The only thing the only questions of the Sky supporters Mobile Stadium. The only thing me
I say all for pounds so catch them supporters no they should keep supporting Kotoko.
No, so because still Kotoko no. So if they are going among share I don't know, minimum the almost about among share 1 or 2 things will be mistake na among fan and say oh I'm not going to stadium again. Like I think so Muko Stadium papa.
So that is Albert Amoah. And now Odin Komo and so from Libya, Ali Benghazi. And he was talking about Kumasa Sanuko team nekese ya and how our supporters no beti miabwa ama team no enzo eti my kese. Aside fans no and I say players no wanting to see the fans at the stadium, something that a more different energy, a more zeal, a more that confident to carry on war no. It also gives some sort of financial backing to the team. That is where Albert Amoah is fever, because he believes that if a team no ever kesiye na koso say ye pese esi koso no, na team no adu the level we want the team to get to. Supporters no integral part of that. And he thinks if the supporters are to go to the stadium, if the supporters are to support the team, not team Ninyaska, it will be something good, because he was talking about facilities in your man, any other. And that is the point now with fever. As same way, ye obia no about the catch. Yes, ye obia no about the catch and say, a second of fans cost stadium. Kotoko fans, EPS Kadema team no, except for Abu Sensos Kotoko fans ne. I don't think Kotoko fans in here will be, but I drop it drastically. So Kotoko Fabu Sensos na Sika Kotoko Nyane Manta. I drop it drastically. Something that me june ho amentiase. The last time I checked, I was surprised with how anomano ensusity. Let me check again. Na onsuhu and some na bidi hunko. But Albert Amoah believe say fans no cut stadium echo support team le yen yoma ya it will get the club to a point that in na yenso pese ye kona be bian enso team ye kama. But it's something that we are not doing, and it's a more reason why we are suffering. And I can't agree any better than Asemna Union Orkan, because Utie and Sema Orkan anyhow OC can and Semna no credit true do because Kotoko team Hiasika to make things right. To what you say, Hiasika to make things right. So if we are able to pay money to the club, not club in Hiasika, it will help the club to manage its affairs. Now if you are answer to me, I come. The Albert Amoah, he's talking about the supporters going to the stadium and helping the club to maintain players and do a lot of things and so forth. And I make us say, we don't need them to tell us. As a Kotoko fan, you know that it should behove to pay something to the club. Though sometimes, but it's something that currently as I speak, the 13th day of the month of November 2025, Amoah omatia sika na sika Kotoko enya on the Fabu census 11,010 cedis. This is it. I hope you can see. That is the money Kotoko enya this month Fabu census meso. And it's not encouraging. We know me sure say this amount can even take care of one Kotoko trip to Accra and camp and as any venue. The only venue will be able to make Kotoko ABA brackets in terms of fuel and kwa. And no Krananga. So we pride ourselves say Kotoko fans, they supporting Kotoko no. But contribution I hear about Kumasi and Kotoko no. Now I'm a team not page team now person. We are not getting currently as we speak 3 players of Kumasi and Kotoko. Our contract needs to be extended. Kamara asking for huge sums of money, Samba asking for huge sums of money, Ablo and other players in Team Manu will need to renew their contract. And Salma will now is car. We are not going to the stadium and not car. You signed to Sikano who Amakotoko Nyaki to Ebi. Fabu census now, Kotoko Dia Kotoko will get chunk of the money, so we are not doing. And another and someone Albert Amoah Eka. And it's the more reason why. Now a person T Albert Amoah interview. So if you have something that with me here to help Kumasi and Kotoko team, now you do. Management to more lapses, but the supporters too were more there. You are a Kotoko fan, that to see Kotoko more ball, Kotoko winning, so you are not going to the stadium. But numerous number of times, your Manchester United, your Liverpool, your Real Madrid, your Barcelona, your Arsenal, they don't win games, but you still support them. Pay money to go and watch them at the center that took a ball. So what else? So we should do something for Kotoko. This is Albert Amoah Achopa Opa Kumasi and Kotoko fans. He's not the Kotoko player now as we speak, but he's been at Kotoko. He's seen the system and probably Oko Ali Benghazi. He's seen the difference. I think that we can do better. As a Kotoko fan, you can do better. Yes. Team back to Kumasi. And Omudru Kumasi ano Saka Dauda and a branch of any said Kadu Beko now for injury no yakwa the extent of the injury. No matter who said no man else we see. I'm told Zan Sha Nene Omudru Omani training. So Kotoko training Namepa Friday and probably a shake up on Saturday and then they play against a Diana on a Sunday. One the disadvantage is a home when you play in Africa. Kotoko ball House of Folk Sunday. Diana played on Saturday. Kotoko played on Sunday. Now Kotoko played another outstanding game on Wednesday. A year tema. So we go Accra now back to Kumasi. Now they will need to travel from Accra to Kumasi, wasting a whole day. The players will need to rest. And then we started training Friday and probably a light shake up on Saturday. Now we're giving on Sunday. Whilst from Saturday, Diana ball game or more game be. So Diana will need to rest from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So they've gotten 7 days and a day to rest. Plus within that time, no. Kotoko about 3 games. Say the same game never can one. Omanya 7 days and a day. Like Omanya let me see. So Omanya a week to rest. In that space, now Omanya that week to rest. No, as I know Kotoko about 2 games. I don't game never can one. I have 3 games. Then Kotoko needed to travel outside Kumasi. Africa and economy is not easy. Africa and economy it's not easy. Yes, African economy. It's not easy at all. And it will definitely teams no come team Ghana Premier League. You don't expect them to perform the way performing because of how adversity. Just check the stress at Kotoko to play in a space of a week. Kotoko bought 3 games. But in that space, I didn't go 2 games. Baba Kwebena Tinefie won 2 kind. We now 2 kind. But in that space, we could go 2 kind. The Africa nobody. And my team's in the bread. But Yamenehine, Bibia be fine. Kindly subscribe to the channel. But I can't say you 2 kind. Norway, your course Sweden, your call Denmark. from Jumani Kwakoye. From the ages of 18 to 45, who was Fina, Branian Co, Nianko Yajuma, was ready, Denmark, and a Norway. Or quiet trail machines with their Yajuma, and we be at my command, your accommodation, your transportation, and your feeding, a sorted, a plus 45 5272017 plus 45 5272017 AV 0538 007010 0538 007010 na no madin komo na bibia e kama e be san share bi makraw